It's time for a felt chat. Hi, I'm MrsCuteFelts. If you are new here, welcome. In this series, I tell you about my finished felts, my felting plans, and also sometimes show you my woolly purchases. I share needle felting, wet felting, and everything in between here on YouTube. I'm also an author of Felting Journal. You can find it on Amazon. And pretty much that's it about me. Please introduce yourself in the comments below, grab yourself a cozy drink, and join us. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your patience. I know it's been a while since my last felt chat. I disappeared a little bit here from YouTube, and I plan to address my disappearance later on in this video, near to the end, because I know that most of us are here for the felts. One final reminder from my side, everything I mentioned today, all the tutorials, materials, other felters, everything will be linked in the description below. You can find it under this video where you see the title. Usually there is a button "See More" or arrow pointing downwards. It looks different on each device, but anyways, you should be able to click there and find the list of everything I mentioned today. So without further ado, I think we can start. Today, I would like to start with shouting out a unique and very talented needle felter, Bianca from Felt Club. Check her out and give her a follow. I'm truly impressed that all of this is created by a single person. I came across this brand a while ago and I was convinced that there is multiple people behind it, but turns out it's just Bianca and she is absolutely talented. A little while ago, she was doing a giveaway on her Instagram profile and I participated and I was the lucky winner. She was giving away this absolutely gorgeous white snow fox, but unfortunately it got lost during the mailing and yeah, we were very sad, but she was super kind and super generous, and she gifted me something even more precious. This is a personalized portrait of my two cats. If you are new here, I have two gorgeous cats. They are my whole life, Mango and Blueberry. Sometimes they appear here on my channel. They very much love felting, both needle felting and wet felting. This absolutely warmed my heart. I cried. Of course I cried, and I still admire it every day. It usually hangs here in my office just behind me, and yeah, I truly love this piece. I think she has captured all of the details beautifully, and of course my kitties didn't understood why am I crying, what's this package and everything, but they definitely enjoyed the packaging part of it and the box. So thank you, Bianca. You made our day totally. Again, definitely check her out. She has created wonderful, unique pumpkins for fall, and the way she sees patterns and colors is truly unique and very inspiring. We can actually move on to my own felts on the same note, because a little while ago I created this lovely trio of pumpkins. This year we are decorating our house for fall, starting September already. Sometimes we like to wait a little bit, to make the summer longer, but this year I was in the mood for fall and I created this trio using wool from my local shop, just orange carded wool, and then for the top part of it I added a little bit of tweed blend from World of Wool. I got it 2 years ago when I was visiting Yarndale and Felts by Philippa, and she was generous and took me to a little expedition to World of Wool. I picked up this blend. I think they are not carrying it anymore. At least I couldn't find it today on their website, so I'm sorry about that. But you can find other tweed blends that will work beautifully. This has some viscose in it and of course wool, and it creates a lovely, lovely effect. I'm not super happy with the shape. I was trying to hack this and use my washing machine to felt the bases for the pumpkins, but I felt it a little bit too hard, so I need to work on my method there if I want to use it. But overall, I love the color. I added these green locks I purchased in Yarndale 2 years ago, and I know that stems are a little bit too small for these proportions, but these will do for now. I think I will get back to pumpkins. I'm not sure if during this season or during the next one, but currently I'm more into Halloween mood for this year. So pumpkins and my methods for pumpkins, they will have to wait. Speaking about fall and harvest and veggies, we can move on into my next make. This is a veggie set I created and sent to my niece in US. She is using it as a decor in her little play shop. I'm not so sure she's still playing with it, but it's definitely pretty. I very much enjoyed creating it, and I'm actually thinking about recreating it once more to use as a decor here in our house, even though we don't have kids. I just loved this set and how it looked. So I will walk you through each of the veggies and tell you a little bit of how I created them. Let's start with the corn. The corn itself is both needle felted and wet felted. So first I needle felted the base for the corn, which pretty much resembles a big carrot, very thick carrot. And then I was spending quite a bit of time trying to understand how to create the knobs. Don't worry, I did not needle felt each of them separately. I'm not that crazy, but I was thinking about it at one point. Anyways, what I did was I used wet felting to create very long strips. It's actually super easy. And I used these strips to then attach them to this corn base, and using very coarse needle felted these lines to separate each single knob. I hope I'm explaining this well. If not, let me know in the comments if you would like to see a tutorial. I'm actually thinking about it. I did not do that during the original creation process because I was trying to figure it out, and it changed my approach quite a bit, but I have my notes, and if you are really interested, we can create a tutorial for that. For the leaves, I was super excited to try out World of Wool blend. This one is called Virgo. It's absolutely amazing. I love the color variation in the greens here, and it was super easy to use. I wet felted the leaves, it was quick, and I totally suggest it to create some interest in your makes and more dimension, because I think if I would use single color, it would not be that impressive. Moving on to the potatoes. The easiest of them all. This was super fun and easy. I just wet felted some balls. I was not worried about them being round and perfect, and I added the darker details using needle felting and a little bit of darker brown. Then tomato is again a mix between wet felting and needle felting. I wet felted red round balls. This time I was trying to achieve a round shape, and then I wet felted some green sheets and cut out the green parts for the stem and attached them using needle felting. When it comes to the peas, this was very fun. First I needle felted each pea separately. It was actually pretty quick, and my cats very much enjoyed it because they were trying to steal all of the peas and play with them, so that was fun. When I was done with that, I created 5 different peas. Each of them has a different number of peas in the pod. One has 1, then there's 2, etc. I think this is very tactile and fun for kids, and also this gave it a very unique look. So I wet felted these peas inside of their pods. I cannot explain it just using words. I can maybe someday show it to you. If you want to see that, please let me know in the comments. And for the carrots, I actually repurposed one of our home decors. A little while ago, I created a tutorial where we created 3D needle felted carrots. I will link it in the description below. In this video, I also show you how you can create your own wool locks. So I took these carrots out of their frame and I used them in the set just by replacing my handmade locks to real ones from barn to yarn. These are emerald green masham locks. They are absolutely gorgeous. I recommend them 100%. The quality is amazing and the curl is super firm and nice. So that's about my veggie set. Let's go back to my list and see what else I have created. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably have already seen my biggest challenge of last year. This was pet portrait. I needle felted my best friend's dog. Her name is Ronya. She is a corgi, and I very much wanted to surprise my friend with something very, very special. I was very nervous to start because I was wondering what would I do if I fail or I couldn't do it, but I think it turned out okay for my first needle felted portrait. I actually quite like it when I go to visit them and see it hanging on the wall. There is a lot of resemblance. Of course, I see what I would like to change, and that's also good, I think, because I plan to dive into personalized pet portraits a little bit more to grow my skill. Maybe someday offer it on Etsy or somewhere else, and of course, if I'm good at it, create tutorials and share with you my knowledge. But until then, I still need to practice a little bit more. My friend was very, very touched by this gift and she very much loved it, and I'm glad about it. I definitely learned a lot. I haven't really tried to copy a photo before. I usually created my own art, one landscape, couple of bird portraits and other animals, but you know, when you're creating just an animal that is not a pet, you don't have to try to replicate everything exactly as it is, but when you're working with pet, I think you have to achieve certain level of resemblance, and I hope I did it. Continuing on 2D needle felting, this is another challenge I set for myself, trying to needle felt a pretty monochromatic animal. This bear card is for my husband on our anniversary, and this is the first time I try to finish something on foam board. Usually I use embroidery hoops to finish off my projects, as you have probably seen if you have watched my previous videos. I sometimes show you the finishing process. This was quite different. I'm happy with the result, but I would like to learn more about finishing. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments, because I was very afraid to somehow mess everything up with just finishing. If we are talking about the project itself, it was very fun. I again learned a lot. Working with just browns and a little bit of blacks was challenging regarding highlights and shadows. You have quite limited palette, but you still would like to achieve a lot of dimension. So this was something I created before I moved on to the pet portrait, and I think I definitely used a lot of techniques I learned here to make my pet portrait stand out. For this bear card, I decided to not create a tutorial, but this next project has a video tutorial here on my YouTube. These are chickens in flower garden. A while ago, I hosted a giveaway on my channel here in one of the felt chats when I was reaching 1000 subscribers. Donna was the winner. She hasn't claimed her painting, so it's still with me. I'm not sure what to do about it. I will probably post it on Etsy for sale, I guess, because it has been a while. But Donna, if you are watching this video, please reach out to me. Write me to my email, MrsCuteFelts@gmail.com, if you want to receive your gift. If not, well, I will have to put it somewhere. But when it comes to the tutorial itself, I think it's a great start for learning. I know that many of you love it. I have received wonderful feedback. If you have needle felted it, please also send me pictures. You can email them to me. I would love to show your works in my next felt chat, so feel free to do that. Actually, this stands for any of my tutorials, so don't hesitate to ever reach out to me. But if we are talking a little bit about this project itself, I tried to keep the focus on the chickens, and the garden part is actually up to you. You can add more flowers if you want to, change the colors. I added just a little bit because I wanted the tutorial to be focused on the birds themselves and to not be super long, to be honest, because it's already pretty long. But I'm happy about the positive feedback. And as always, I would love to hear your ideas for future projects in the comment section. Another of my 2D needle felting tutorials that has become quite popular is my winter scenery. I'm absolutely blown away by response to it. I'm super happy that you loved it. It was my first landscape, and this has given me so much positive emotions, especially during this time where I was not able to come back to YouTube or film videos, and I will touch on that a little bit later on. But I very much appreciate all your comments. I try to respond to all of them. I hope I haven't missed anyone's, and this is a very special project and has brought me a lot of joy and inspiration to keep creating. Unfortunately, there is this other side to something becoming very popular. There was a lady that reached out to me saying that she's very happy that I'm visiting US and that she has signed up for my workshop. I am not visiting US and I'm not doing workshops, but she has signed up to a workshop. Someone was pretending to be me, MrsCuteFelts, and hosting workshop for this wool painting. And I already had some situations where people were using my pictures and hosting workshops, but they were not trying to pretend that they're me and chatting with people and saying that, yeah, they are MrsCuteFelts and they are visiting, and that was just very shocking to me. Fortunately, this lady reached out to me online, and I got in touch with the organizers, and this event wasn't held. Nobody lost their money, and so that's settled. However, it was pretty alarming to me. I know that I have posted the template for the project for free, and that is one of the issues because anyone can download it and do whatever they want with it. Even though I have stated that it's not legal, people still do that, because there were another case where someone reached out to me saying that they have purchased my kit for this painting. I don't do kits, and they gave me feedback that they were expecting a little bit more from me, and I completely agree, because the pictures they sent me, the materials are completely not the right ones to achieve the results that I'm going for with my paintings, or even to do the things that I explain in the tutorial. It has saddened me a lot, and I'm not worried about someone making profit that much. I'm more worried about someone having bad experience with needle felting. Needle felting has done so much good in my life. It's amazing for your mental health. It's fun. I love to share my ideas and my process and my knowledge with everyone, and this is just super sad, and it makes me super sad. I just wanted to tell that because it was truly shocking. I didn't know that this could happen. Well, I was kind of aware, but I didn't expect that it would happen with me because I'm such a small creator. But you know, life. And what I want to do now is just to outline, so we are all safe, that I'm not doing workshops, live workshops. I'm not doing them right now, and I'm not selling kits right now. What I'm doing is creating tutorials here on YouTube. If anything changes, I will definitely post an announcement. I'm selling my works on Etsy. You can find templates for my projects there too. If anything changes regarding that, there will be an announcement here on YouTube. I also have Instagram account and TikTok account. You can check those out. You can find me as @MrsCuteFelts there. I will also link it in the description below. Right next to my Etsy store link, these are the safe places you can find my work. And the last thing is my felting journals. These you can buy on Amazon. You just write felting journal by MrsCuteFelts and you will definitely find it. Actually, if you're looking for felting journals, you should definitely also find this one. So that is all I'm doing right now. And if you have any doubts about any kind of products you see by me, just reach out to me and let's double check, because this is very saddening, and this actually hurts me to hear that someone is taking advantage from people that are appreciating needle felting or wet felting and the knowledge I share. I will try to move into something more positive, still connected to this topic. I would like to say huge thank you to anyone who has purchased my felting journal. This absolutely means the world to me. I was actually shocked because I was not expecting it to be that popular. I know that almost 70 people own my felting journal, which is mind-blowing. Maybe less, because maybe some of you own more than one. I don't know. But I'm super thankful and I'm very glad that you have it, and I hope you are enjoying it. Please, if you can, leave me a review on Amazon or on Etsy, because I have a printable version on Etsy, so you can check it out. And if you already have it, as I said, please leave me your honest review. That would very much help me to understand what can I change, because this is something I create myself, I design it myself, and I can make changes. I'm actually planning to revisit the design and functionalities. So if there is anything you would like to add, let me know. And also the reviews on Amazon would help more needle felters to find it. So please don't hesitate to share your honest feedback. I think this will help others and also help me to make this a better product, I guess. I wasn't expecting it to become a product, but I'm happy that there are so many felters that needed something like this in their lives. So yeah, thank you. Thank you once more. Okay, now back to felts. Another challenge for me was to try out needle felting on knit fabric, and turns out I enjoy it. My dear friend Linda, who owns Let's Knit shop in Netherlands, she hand knit me a set of mittens and gifted it to me with the intention that I would use it for my tutorials, which is super sweet. Thank you, Linda, for your support and all your work. These mittens are gorgeous. The quality is amazing, and I was a little bit scared to needle felt on them, but I think it turned out great. Of course, it's stretchy. It's one of the benefits of knit fabric, but I found the way how to layer enough wool to stabilize it before I add finishing details. I think that's the most important part I learned from this experience. I created this fox. You can find a tutorial on my channel. I will also link it down below. And I still have to do the other mitten. I'm certain that I will do another animal on it, but I cannot make the decision now. I actually should move on with it because, you know, winter is coming. I don't want to think about it, but it's coming, so mittens will come handy. We'll see. I still have to make the decision about the animal because there were fun ideas in the comments, but I don't know, maybe I'm still afraid to fail, but I'm waiting for the inspiration to hit and to make the final decision. This tutorial received some questions and comments about the durability of this final product, and I have tested it myself and everything is fine when I wear this set out and about. I would probably not create one for children because they tend to be a bit more active and maybe play outside or accidentally, I don't know, spill coffee or hot cocoa on their mittens. That would be an issue, but I think that would be an issue with a simple set of mittens too, if we are talking about knits. But this felted decoration is actually pretty durable. I created another set for my best friend as a Christmas gift. It had a possum and a sloth on it. These two are her favorite animals. She absolutely loved it. And again, nothing bad is happening when she wears them outside, and she doesn't have to be super duper careful, you know, like you can't touch anything. Now, for a normal wear, this set is working just fine. The secret, as I already mentioned during the video, is to finish it very, very carefully. You have to needle felt it very hard and from all of the sides to make sure that the fiber is locked in place and will not rub off easily, especially the details. So spend some time on felting and I think you will do great. This is bringing us closer to the Christmassy felts, and super simple and fun project, at least for me, was the felt Nutcracker cards. This is an amazing project if you are a newbie and if you haven't tried 2D needle felting yet. The shapes are super simple. You will learn the basics, how to hold your needle, how to finish it off so it's very well felted and attached to the card, and you don't have to worry about blending the colors and stuff like that. I think it's simple enough for a beginner. And I also think that you can work with your existing stash. You don't have to necessarily buy something new. If you already have your wool collection started, the color choices can be completely up to you and you can create your own unique nutcracker. There is a little bit of detail involved, so you can already build your skill on that. I personally was super excited to create this. I don't know what happened. I love nutcrackers. They are very pretty. I'm looking at those big ones in the shops that you can buy. They cost a lot of money, so we don't have one yet, but I will get one someday. We will have super big nutcracker in our house. But for now, I'm happy with needle felting them. I created this set of 3 different designs, all have the same template. As I said, this is very customizable, super simple project. And what else? I don't know, try it out. Another Christmassy project was this tutorial for gingerbread wreath. I was looking for a way how to try out needle felting with cookie cutters because I know that that's something that a lot of us love to learn. I figured out a way how to make the sharp edges look nice and very sharp, and I enjoyed it. I decided to add a lot of detail using white wool for the icing effect. You can skip that if you want. Overall, for the next time, I would definitely use lighter color for the gingerbread itself, but I very much liked it. It looks very pretty in this wreath with all the lights. I'm also thinking about needle felting some ornaments from my Christmas tree that would resemble little gingerbread houses or something like that. There is a lot more to explore when using cookie cutters or 3D printed shapes. I'm still looking into it, but for now, this is my only project of this sort. We have finally arrived at works in progress. I know that last time when I was filming a felt chat, I mentioned to you that I was working on a lamp, and I didn't want to show it to you because it wasn't finished yet. I just showed you the materials, and while I was editing it, basically the day that I was planning to upload it, Living Felt came out with identical tutorial. I decided to not edit it to the final stage and to not post it because I didn't want to create any kind of trouble. Because yeah, you know, our universe, I don't know, is connected, I guess, and it happens that we all have the same ideas, and this time I just felt like they had covered everything I wanted to show you. Their lamps are gorgeous and they are way more experienced than me in teaching people, so I decided to not post a video that would be like a shorter version of their work. In case anyone is keeping tabs on this one, I'm sorry, but this will not come out because you can learn anything you would need from the tutorial from Living Felt. They have done an amazing job, and yeah, it happens. I will try to come up with more original ideas in the future, I guess. But what definitely will come out is my felt sun catcher project. I'm already editing this video and working on the voiceovers. This is super fun project. I designed this fluffy cloud and I will explain to you step by step how to achieve the shape, how to modify it if you would love to. I'm also creating this colorful version so you are inspired to create your own sunset cloud or anything like that. And yes, this is a very fun project. I have added the crystals. They are actually doing the sun catcher function here. They are breaking up the rays of light and creating wonderful patterns on the walls of my room. These are now hanging in my windowsills, so I cannot take them down and show them to you, but you can see this footage from when I was filming the intro and outro for my videos. So that's exciting. I planned for this for around 2 years. That's another reason why my felting journal is so important for me. I'm a very slow planner. I like to think about all the details, to think about the finishing styles and what would be the most easiest for anyone to understand and to replicate. So I'm working on the planning of my videos quite a lot, and it's a lengthy process. So I love to take all my notes here. But yes, that one is ready. There are some ideas that are still brewing, more related to Halloween. I absolutely love Halloween. I have so many ideas every year after it's over, and I feel like I don't have enough time to get into the Christmas feeling because I just have so many ideas about the Halloween. I need to figure it out because during the summer, which would be the right time to film Halloween ideas, I just don't have the Halloween feeling. It arrives to me with the September 1st, but this is just too short of a window for me to fit in everything. But I will definitely think about something this year because I have a cute idea for ghosties. So we'll see where that one takes me. And I am very much thinking about Christmas themed felts, especially 2D needle felting. So let me know in the comments if you have anything specific you would like to see. Please let me know. I have a lot of ideas, but maybe if there is something you really, really want to see, I can prioritize that because, you know, time is limited. I'm still trying to juggle this with my full-time job and trying to find a balance there. It has proven to be super hard, but, you know, I'm working on that. So let me know what your priorities are and maybe we can align on that. So that's all about my projects. Other topics I would like to touch on, well, Yarndale. I have received quite a few messages about this. I know that you enjoyed my travel vlog. I went to Yarndale a couple of years ago and I met Felts by Philippa and other felters, my felting friends in UK, and it was absolutely lovely. These are very, very warm memories for me still. I was thinking about going to Yarndale, especially after I learned that Felts by Philippa is going as a vendor this year. I wanted to go and support her because she's absolutely amazing. She's one of the reasons why I got into needle felting. As you all probably know, I have blabbed about it way too many times. However, unfortunately, it won't be possible. I looked at the flights and stuff. I'm not from UK, by the way, as you can probably tell. I couldn't fit it into my schedule and I had to postpone it to a different year. But I'm sure that this is going to be an amazing event and well, I'm a little bit jealous of everyone who's going. I hope you have a wonderful time. Report back to me, show me your goodies and tell me how it went. And please go and say hi to Felts by Philippa. I know that she's going to do absolutely amazing and I'm rooting for her so much. And I am definitely actually going to felt her mushroom. I need to write that one down because there is not a lot of time left, you know. So yeah, that's about Yarndale. Let me quickly check if I have any kind of woolly goodies I would like to show you. Turns out I do, so let's quickly go over it. I showed this little makeup organization tray to you a little while ago. I had just recently purchased it and I intended to use it as my needle stop or bus stop. I heard once that someone called this a bus stop. Maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I wanted to use it to organize my needles because that's a huge problem for me. I purchased a lot of off-brand needles when I just started needle felting and I have a little bit of problem choosing the right needle for the right project and I wanted to create slots with different colors, each for specific needle gauge, and that would help me to find the right needle quicker. Well, it's not working out as expected because I'm not that organized, I guess. I still put them into the color I like the most. So this is a wonderful place to store everything, but when it comes to the specific sections and organizing, I guess it's not working as I wanted. But for now, I don't actually find it to be an issue, because I have recently learned that I'm not that worried about using specific gauge, except for when I'm filming a tutorial. Then it's very important for me that you can replicate what I'm doing as close as possible. So then I'm definitely writing down everything regarding the needles and specific gauges and needle types. But other than that, when I'm actually creating, I just follow the feeling, you know. If it works, it works. Usually my hand automatically reaches for something else if I feel resistance or create huge needle marks or stuff like that. So yeah, I'm slowly learning to not worry about being super organized in my free time needle felting, but I'm still being organized when I'm creating tutorials, so that's a good note. If you have any kind of hacks for needle organization, please let me know. I am always open to that. I love to keep my felting supplies and my felting studio as organized as possible. There are some little issues like this one that I would be very happy to resolve, so any ideas are welcomed. I have some wool to show you. My mother-in-law picked this up when she went to the US. I think she visited Hobby Lobby and she picked up these two sets of collars. I like them quite a bit. I know that this isn't perfect if we are talking about 3D needle felting, because this is super fine wool and it's a bit, I don't know how to call it, crunchy, I guess. And it makes it very hard to achieve smooth finish, and you need a lot of it. And I prefer my carded Yarndale or anything like that over this one. This is a little bit too fine for my liking when it comes to 3D needle felting. But when it comes to the 2D needle felting, this actually is pretty useful, and I like the color selection here. There is a wide variety, and I always need new colors when it comes to the 2D needle felting, especially if I'm going into pet portraits. I think I will need to grow my stash when it comes to the tones and undertones quite a bit. I'm thinking about creating special series where I talk in detail about materials for 2D needle felting, all the wools you can use, their differences, how to work around them in case you have them in your stash, because actually you can work with a lot and you don't have to go out and buy whole new set of wools just because you are now interested in 2D needle felting. So I definitely will work on that and let you know when anything is ready. Then I did a little bit of shopping on Facebook Marketplace. A lovely lady in UK was selling out her stash and I picked up a couple of things. I was not interested in the whole set actually. What caught my eye was this little piece of hedgehog fabric. I wasn't ready to invest into anything bigger. I also need to find a shop where I can buy this, in UK preferably. So if you know, please share. I very much want to create a little hedgehog, and I'm now trying to build a project that would allow me to use this little piece in a way that would go a long way. I don't know if it makes any sense, but yeah, this is super exciting. I have been thinking about hedgehog fabric for the longest time, so I'm glad I got my hands on it. There were a little bit of fiber in the package and also some decorative little baskets. Not sure where I'm going to use these, but these are cute. Thank you to my friend Tori. She helped me to get this package to me in Latvia, and she also added this absolutely gorgeous embroidery piece to it. This is wonderful Highland cow. She knows my love to Highland cows. And yeah, this was a lovely surprise, and this is hanging proudly in our living room currently. I'm actually thinking about needle felting Highland cow in 2D wool painting. She sent me some gorgeous pictures. I have also found some lovely reference pictures online, so I'm thinking about how to do it and how to film it in tutorial, of course. So we'll see when that one comes around, because it definitely requires a little bit of preparation. I think that's it for now when it comes to the felts and wools and everything like that. If you were here just for felting, thank you for visiting, and I hope to see you next time. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe. You can hit the little bell, and this will notify you when I put out my next tutorial or felt chat. And if you are my returning subscriber, and if you would like to learn more about where have I been and what have I done, I think we can go for a little walk and have a little chat. I'm happy that I left this to the end because I'm still not very sure how to address it. But I want to tell you in a couple of words what I have been up to, because some of you reached out to me very kindly and asked me if everything's okay during this time that I was away from YouTube. I usually responded with, "Life's just busy." And that's part of the truth. Life has been exceptionally busy. But there is a little bit more to it. I usually keep these things to myself, but I recently learned how incredibly helpful it is to hear that someone has experienced something similar. So I think I will share it here in case someone needs some hope. I experienced burnout, and I'm still recovering from it. When I last filmed my felt chat, my life-work balance was way out of hand, and somehow it got even worse. So I needed time to make loads of changes and recharge so I can come back and enjoy felting again. It has been a weird mix of darker days, more fun days, new experiences, trying to get back in old habits and failing and trying again. I'm incredibly thankful for my husband. He has been my rock and my biggest cheerleader throughout this time. He built me this swing and I'm enjoying it so much. Cats are, as usual, my little balls of sunshine, always hanging around. I learned a lot. I made loads of changes to my career, changed my job 2 times and got some certifications, so now I'm data analyst. And I feel like I have found a place where I have my balance back. I tried out a lot of new hobbies. Gardening, I don't have any talent in that. I baked loads of cakes, picked up cross-stitching and tried video games, and of course picked up needle felting from time to time. So, thank you for your patience and all your comments and support. It has really inspired me and I feel like I'm in a way better place now. And I'm excited for the journey we have ahead of us. So, see you in my next video.